every mile is hard earned. Motor sailing with just the double reef main up. It's really blowing up out here. The sea and wind is pretty gnarly. Well, conditions are freaking nightmarish out here, but I pretty much flat out refuse to let a tide cycle go to waste. For the St. Lawrence, you only got a few hours so you can make any progress upriver before it turns on you. So we're trying. I don't know if this is the best move because the freaking wind is blowing right downriver, the wrong way. We're motor sailing, and but we're still close haul. Just can't motor into the wind. Forget about it. Probably blowing 30 out here. Yeah, shut off the engine, doing the double reef main, deeply reefed jib. That's just the way to go. We lost like a half a knot of speed, but we're saving all the fuel. I don't see any sense in letting the motor run when we're just so much of a better sailboat anyway. Waves have calmed down a bit, wind is still ripping. It would just be nice if where we're going wasn't directly upwind. The speed and weather business is just so inefficient. We'll be spending our whole tide cycle with just getting a couple of miles upwind. I don't know what else I can do besides just drop anchor and wait it out. I guess a couple of miles is a couple of miles. I didn't even mention the storm clouds built behind us either. Oh, what a day. They call it pleasure sailing, right? This is fun. Fun!
Well, this is better than what we were in over there.
That's true, yeah, the waves calm down. It makes it comparatively much better. Bell sounds like it's having a bad day. Well, we're coming into a spot to drop the anchor to wait out the next tide cycle. The current is turning against us, and that's not good. So we're gonna wait it out. Something else that's not good is I just got done changing the filters and bleeding the engine because we ran out of fuel with a full tank of fuel. And I don't know why. Our best guess is that because of the heavy weather today and all that bouncing around, it may have clogged the filters. The engine is back and going now, but boy, it's shooken our confidence in the engine, and it's just been a fucking hard day. It'd be nice to drop the anchor, get some supper, talk about it. We're still gonna press on. They're not that hard of a day, but you know, you just gotta have these days sometimes, I guess. Well, after that hard-ass day we had yesterday, I'll take this motoring upriver business. I think we're gonna kind of get in our rhythm figured out, using the chart plotter, looking at the currents, and you know, moving when the current is favorable, putting the anchor down when it's not, and you know, trying to do your best mile by mile to claw our way against prevailing winds, against current. Boy, what a difference a day can make. The sea state is flat, the wind is light, it's still against us, so we're close hauled and we're not on an ideal course, but I'll take it. We're still sailing at 4.5 knots in a nice flat, calm, relaxed sort of morning. I'll take it. Morgan's having her cup of tea with her kitty on her lap. Can't be much more chill than that. How you doing, my love?
I guess good.
You guess good. Well, for you, that's great. Sailing, sailing, sailing. So much better than motoring because we are going 6.6 knots. The breeze has freshened up some, and we are just making flat and good time. And I don't have to hear that hum or rumble or smell or the guilt of putting diesel into the atmosphere. Just get to go sailing. It's such a good feeling. Our anchor is down in the middle of the day in the bank of this river because we've got to wait for the change of current. That way we've got a favorable current pushing us upriver as opposed to us fighting it tooth and nail to get where we're going. Well, another typical day on the St. Lawrence River. We have no other choice when we've got the prevailing winds in the southwest, and then we have to be on a flood current to do the prevailing winds versus current game, which makes the sea state just a total freaking mess. Do some sailing, do some motoring, whatever we can do just to make every mile possible upriver. We downloaded the St. Lawrence Tidal Atlas on PDF, and let me tell you that that's a game changer. The difference, like the equivalent difference if we're talking about weather, would be getting your weather report from the weather station telling you that today it's gonna be southwest 15 versus getting a predict wind app and being able to see like a live graphic of all the wind and where you're going and getting a bigger picture of the whole thing. And so I have to say anybody transiting this area is going to need that St. Lawrence Tidal Atlas for sure. The time is now 2 a.m. Morgan and I are running the engine on Traumarai with it in gear to try to relieve some of the strain on our anchor rode. We're woken up because the anchor was dragging, and but it's actually a beautiful thing. Once the autopilot is doing a good job, it thinks we're at sea because it's got so much response at the helm, and with the motor up at about 2,000 RPM and the autopilot on, we just have it at just the right spot where the anchor rode is not under any extreme tension. The boat's not going anywhere, and we just have to sit here for another 2 hours while we're in this major current. I mean, it's probably flowing, I don't know, I'm just guessing like 5 knots right now. So we need to just keep the strain off of the gear and keep us from dragging. One of the other issues is that we'd be dragging into deeper water, which sounds great because, hey, we're not running aground. Until you realize that deeper water means that that anchor could just suddenly, you know, let go completely and send us just flying downriver. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we're gonna make it. What do you think, Morgan?
I won't hold my breath.
Don't hold your breath.
It's been a very intense day.
It has.
It's not even 7 o'clock yet.
Well, at least that wind is laid down some, and it's in a great direction. We are beam reaching and just having ourselves a lovely sail all of a sudden.
Going under the Quebec City Bridge. Somebody's fishing. Hopefully the current isn't too much for us. We're leaving a little bit early. It probably will be. This bridge is at least 100 something feet, I think. Waterfall! That's epic.
That is epic. Holy shit, just up the side of the road there. It's like, I've never seen Niagara Falls before, but that to me is good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, sailing through Quebec is one of the most interesting cities I've ever, not one of them, no, it's the most interesting city I've ever sailed through. And that's saying a lot. We used to work on boats and we used to visit a lot of different cities, so I got a pretty large sample size. And I can say Morgan and I are coming back to actually spend some time here. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. I mean, these binoculars have been getting a workout today. There's just so much interesting stuff just popping on the shore here. As far as, I mean, I don't know, I don't want to get into it. It's too cool. You want to hear something crazy? Is that for the first time in days, I'm actually kind of having a really good time. This river sailing is total BS, but at the moment, I'm sailing good. We're making like, yeah, I'm good. Making like 6 knots. The weather's sunny. Yeah, we got current, but yeah, we can only travel at certain hours. But I mean, this is actually a really good time and pretty area. And I get the excitement of every few minutes I got a ship passing by. And ships are kind of scary, but also, I mean, pretty cool too. So, yeah, as long as it keeps going like this for a while, party on. Oh yeah, and it's also Morgan and I's anniversary today. So, happy anniversary, honey. Given the choice, I would easily marry you twice. So traveling up the St. Lawrence, I had a couple of goals in mind that I knew was just like inflection points on the trip. And one of them was just to get to Quebec. Because I knew that after Quebec, there would be what I thought was one more challenge. That was to get through the Rapids Rochelle, which is some rapids, what did you say? Richelieu? Rapids Richelieu, which is only available for outbound boats like mine. For about 2 hours a day, otherwise way too much current. And you know, dare say I hit that just the right time so we could get through. And then I thought it's like home free to Montreal. Now I wonder why I thought that.
Going upstream from Quebec City toward Montreal is less challenging both navigationally. There's only one channel. In regards to tidal currents, a sailboat can depart at recommended time from Quebec City and reach the Trois-Rivières area in a single tide cycle. The tidal current is negligible from Three Rivers area to Montreal. The first lock of the St. Lawrence Seaway is at Montreal. I don't know about single tide cycle.
Right, single tide cycle, huh? So I thought after Quebec, one more obstacle and then no problem. Well, that's not really true. It's been a whole lot of problem. The current in here is nuts, and you know, the wind is against us. We're doing everything we can. We're motor sailing, we're sailing like we are right now. And you know, we got the Atlas out and we're trying to hit the lowest current areas, just being very strategic. And every mile is hard earned. Just every move needs to be made so that we can just get upriver. And you know, maybe I just hit myself up for disappointment because I thought this was going to be easy, this part of the river. Nope, not easy. Having an easy time at it?
No.
No. Morgan agrees. No. Generally a good practice in this current is to just get real close to the shore, as close as you dare. When you're near the shore, the current slows down and allows you to make some progress against it. A beautiful morning, just 38 miles outside of Montreal. Nothing wrong with that sunrise. If I was to pick something to complain about, it would just be the continuous current up here. At least it's not tidal dependent, or as much tidal dependent, so we don't have to pick our times because every time is gonna suck equally bad. We're getting, I guess, about a knot of current, it seems. So progress is slow. If you try and plan a trip by assuming you can make like 5 knots, well, good luck with that. You'll be disappointed. But sunrise. Wow, you want to know how long it takes to travel 170 miles upriver against current, against the wind? It takes a lifetime. I've already died. And this is my hell, where I'm stuck on a boat that only goes 2.3 knots for eternity. Yeah, so one of the things I'm doing for fun to pass the time is, well, I figured that being closer to shore might have a little less current, and so like I pick a dock, you know, especially like some big commercial thing where the ships be coming in, like an oil pipeline or something like that, and I just kind of bring my boat in like I'm gonna dock it. I can do like a little touch and go and then keep going the whole time, pretending like I'm one of these ships that keep passing us, like that looks like some sort of oil pipeline. Just gonna, you know, scoot in, touch and go. Nobody's really seemed to tell me not to. This current is so shitty, it makes the boat go the speed at which a baby crawls. And no faster. So the wind's picked up to be about 10, 15, you know, right on the nose. So we're doing the point of sail that we've dubbed close pinching. So we're close pinching. That's when you got the motor on and you've got it in gear, and you can get just that little bit closer to the wind. We're still like 18 miles away from Montreal, and I am trying to get in. My goal is to be in about 11 tonight. So this a close pinch is the way to do it. Morgan's been sailing pretty darn good though. You having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it's about to start dumping on us. I don't care getting soaked as long as it brings a wind shift and maybe I can use it to sail. I mean, I'm sailing right now, but I'm motor sailing and pinching. It's not that cool, but that might bring a change in fortune. We'll see.